The No Fate Channel, checking in with a brand new series, Drinking Beers with Eric Rippersen. If you're not familiar with Eric, he is the lead singer of the Bleecker Street Rippers straight out of Brooklyn, New York. For you longtime subscribers, I have been using their music in many of my videos, and I will drop the links to all of their music in the description of this video. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. This is a brand new series where we just feature some beautiful beers, taste them, and get somewhat inebriated. So what do we have here today, Eric?
We've got a selection of beers from County Brewers Collective out of Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. And they've got the Yacht Zombie Apocalypse, which is a fruited sour. We've got the Viking Roller Boogie IPA. It's a double dry hopped IPA. We've got Superhero Sidekicks, which is also an IPA, a single. And we've got Lieutenant America as opposed to Captain, which is also a double dry hopped IPA. So,
let's start drinking.
Let's start drinking.
I will say that, we were going to start off with, the king of beers, Bud Light, but we went with something special. One of the beautiful things about this is really the artwork along the side. I mean, it wraps all the way around the can. They definitely go an extra mile with this. And these are local brewery. How'd you find these this local brewery?
I probably found them. I mean, they're on tap in a lot of establishments in New York. So there's some great breweries all throughout the boroughs of New York, and this is one that's easy for me to get to. And during this time of the pandemic, when you can't really go out, they will let you stop by and stay socially distanced while you pick up some beers to bring home and enjoy. So I think we should probably save the sour for last because it's gonna throw everything off a little bit.
You take the lead.
All right, let's start with Superhero Sidekicks. This is one of the ones I've had several times at this point. It never gets old. I'm not sure how many ounces these cups are, but I'm thinking they're around 8 ounces. Should be perfect.
Hopefully the camera can pick that beautiful color up right there.
Oh, perfect. All right, cheers, buddy.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheat day.
6.9% by alcohol by volume, and again, I'm
starting off nice and easy.
I'm not driving today, of course. I actually am very, very impressed with the coverings to these cans. And I'm a big fan of aluminum opposed to bottles. I know a lot of people like their bottles. I'm still an aluminum fan.
I also like breweries that will do cans because not all of them will, but growlers are great, but there's sort of a pressure to drink the whole thing in a certain amount of time, whereas with cans, they're never going to go bad, and you can have as many of them as you want, They
store in the refrigerator side of the refrigerator easily, so for dads like me who are always looking for refrigerator space, you can pop these bad boys on the sides. And I know some breweries are having issues with the Rona that's out there with respect to actually cleaning those growlers. I don't the legislation behind actually being able to re-clean them and reuse them.
Yeah, I think that keeping growlers clean in any time is kind of a hassle, whereas with the cans, bring them home, swipe them off, and, don't have to worry about the Rona. I'm
definitely sensing some grapefruit. I really like this one. This is one I could definitely get at like a 6-pack, a 4-pack, or 6-pack and just kill it over a few days. Definitely good. I'm not going to lie.
It definitely goes down easy. It's not a heavy-hitting IPA.
Yeah.
It's not too bitter, not kicking you in the face with the hops.
It's a summertime IPA. I mean, for me, I'm a big summertime fan all year round, but especially now that it's like 97 outside, which is why I'm inside.
Yeah. Let's do Viking Roller Boogie.
Now, you had mentioned earlier to me in passing that a lot of their artwork, they have the same characters, but as they get released new flavors. So go into that a little bit for me.
Yeah, so like Viking Roller Boogie, for example, there's been Viking Can, and they've got the Vikings up, doing the can dance. Just all kinds of goofy stuff. They just love the imagery of big, burly men doing goofy things like roller skating and dancing and stuff like that. So, yeah, basically they'll do a series of beers. So, like Viking, for example, and there'll just be minimal difference between them. And, so they just kind of follow a theme. So the illustrations go along with the theme. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
So yeah, this is one of the double dry hopped IPAs. Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops, as opposed to the Sidekick, which had Citra, Mosaic, Idaho 7, Centennial, and Cascade hops.
7.2% by volume.
Yeah.
Ratcheting it up just a little bit there.
Getting up there. This one's a little bit more hazy, a little bit more opaque as you look at it, and you can kind of get that when you're tasting it too. A little more hops, a little heavier.
Yeah.
You're not going to pound this one quite as fast as the superhero sidekicks.
Speak for yourself. No, just kidding. I agree that this is more of a slow roller.
Yeah.
They usually sell these in packs of 4, or they by the case, or?
Yeah, you can get. I get these in packs of 4, and generally when I go, I'm trying to get some bang for my buck.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll get 6 4-packs to make an even 24, and they've got carry-out containers made of cardboard that fit a case of 24, so
Perfect.
I don't have to go back for a little while.
Now, what's 24 cans of beer cost for these, which are obviously you're looking at craft beer with everything from the can to the names to everything. So what's in New York City, I might add, just for reference, or New York, I should say, for reference, what's a 24-pack cost?
Looking at around $110.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But obviously something like this isn't, you're not going to put down like 10 of them at a time like you would.
No, exactly. 24 of these should last you longer than, a 24 of something that is 4%. Most of these are going to generally be about, not only are they double the alcohol content, but they're also 16-ounce cans as opposed to 12. So
I could definitely see like, one a night on like a hot summer day, or even like 2 on a weekend and being like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like we had said, just for reference, I think the first one, I definitely could have put down a couple more, like in a day. Some beers you can have one and you're good. That one's definitely one of those like I probably drink it faster than I normally would if I was trying to enjoy it as more so than getting it on camera. But first one I could see putting down like 2 or 3. Yeah, no problem.
You know what? I think we should mix in the fruited sour.
Okay, mixing it up.
And wait till you get a load of this. Do not leave this lying around because your kids will think it's cranberry juice.
Okay, I'm a little scared now.
No, this is delightful. I gave my mom a sip of this last night. She thought it was awesome. And she obviously does not drink beer. But this is going to go down nothing like an IPA.
It's Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah. Sour ale with raspberry, blackberry, peach, and blood orange. This also has vanilla and milk sugar, so you're not lactose intolerant, are you?
No.
Okay. My wife is, so I would highly recommend she steer clear of this one. This one's 6% alcohol. Yacht Zombie Apocalypse Fruited Sour.
That's good.
Definitely a change up, right?
Definitely definitely a 180. Now, would you pour this over ice? I mean, I feel like
I wouldn't.
most people wouldn't. And I don't necessarily think it needs ice. I could just it's kind of like sweet.
It's tart. Yeah,
it's tart.
It's
I
sweet,
feel like
it's
if I
tart.
cut it down with some ice and spread this 16-ounce can over maybe like a much bigger container, definitely could see myself again. Summertime idea of like just kicking it back, but it's different.
Lots of beers with fruit in the name or in the description that you'll hear, grapefruit, you hear strawberry, and a lot of the times that can turn people off because they're like, oh, I don't like fruity beers. And then when you taste them, it's really subtle. Not this one. This is fruity.
Not bad though. It's not like just bad. It's just a matter of like, can you handle all that like flavor?
Yeah, it's a lot of fruity flavor, but delicious.
And I'll put the address, the phone number, the website to this brewery in. Let's just put it right here, and I'll put it in the description below. So if anyone who is interested in checking them out, go ahead and down, and of course support your local breweries.
Yeah, one of the great things about KCBC is they've got a pretty wide variety of different beers. I'd say about half their beers are IPAs and double IPAs. And then after that, it's fruited sours and pilsners and rice lagers and just all kinds of wacky stuff.
Do they have like I gotta go there one time. Do they have like a huge board with everything, or is it always changing?
It's always changing. Like they generally will have about 8 to 10, I want to say. And so, when I'm getting 6 4-packs, I have to sort of pick and choose which ones I'm going to get. But, and they go pretty fast too. Like I've pretty much always seen, say, superhero sidekicks there, but for the most part, it's like you got to get it while they still have it, because that beer is going to change over to something else. Another great can with another great illustration with another yummy beer inside. This is probably going to be your best video yet.
Listen, it doesn't take much for a great video on this channel. Usually it takes two things. One, someone who knows how to talk to the camera, which this guy does. Or two, children. And every time I throw my kid in the video, for some reason, people love it. They're just like, why are you in the videos? But it's my channel, so I guess I should be in the video.
Oh, they go down easy.
Yeah, they do, man. That's dangerous. That was 6% by volume. Okay.
Yeah.
Still, you could put down like 3 of those and no problem.
I could have mixed in, I don't want to give the impression that this brewery, some breweries, it actually annoys me a little bit when they have like nothing under 8% or nothing under 7%. It's nice to have the option of being able to like take it easy. They do session IPAs, which are like 4.9%, rice lagers that are sub 5%. So
I find anything like when the breweries just try to do like 7.5 or higher, like on all of them, I'm just like, what's the point? Why don't we just get shot glasses?
It's overkill.
Yeah. You know, I'd rather have like a beer that I enjoy, and now that I'm older, I'm not trying to get hammered all the time.
Yeah, they've gotten wise to, the family lifestyle where you still want to drink, but you need to be able to see straight and talk to your kids after.
I think too, when the alcohol gets too high up, it's harder to actually make the flavors enjoyable. So many of you thought Captain America was retired, but look at that can. We got Lieutenant America here. So KCBC, Kings County Brewers Collective from Brooklyn, New York. These cans, again, I can't say it enough. They're definitely impressive.
And I've just never had a beer from this place that I haven't liked so far. So this is another double dry hopped IPA. This one's a little more bitter. And you also notice the color is a little darker than the other IPAs that we sampled. I'm actually kind of glad that we mixed in that sour before having this, because now the bitterness contrasting against the fruitiness is really quite pleasant to me.
Yeah, it gives a bit more of a differentiation between the first two as well.
Yeah, trying IPA after IPA after IPA back to back to back to back. They all are just like, all right, I'm done. I don't even know what I'm tasting.
We could turn this video right into a power hour the way we're going, but thankfully this is going to be the last one. My tolerances from college days have significantly dropped. I'm a cheap date.
We should do this 7 more often, though.
Whenever you want. I mean, in the future, I think we'll try to get it outside. I would have done it outside today, literally 97 degrees on the deck, and the camera probably would have melted, and we'd probably just be like, it'd be less pretty than it is now.
Good day for staying inside and drinking beers with your brother-in-law.
Who's wicked smart. I told Eric that the channel's about to hit 3,000 subscribers. Guess what he did? Didn't care. Doesn't care. Why should he care?
Small potatoes.
Small potatoes, right? All he cared about was drinking beers, and I was like, well, you got me there.
So 3,000 people are watching us sling back some beers.
No, 3,000 people have subscribed. I mean, normal videos, we get about, 400, 500 by the end of the month, like, of a video. This one, because you're in it and because this beer's in it, we're probably going to get a couple thousand, maybe 15, 20,000, because you're in it, because the beer's in it. People love beer. Don't blame them. 2020 is a year for drinking beers.
Oh, it's a reason to drink in itself.
In and of itself is right. Let's get on with the ranking from Too Drunk to Do So.
Honestly,
out of 10. We're gonna do
out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. I got to give Superhero Sidekicks a 9. That is just a fantastic beer.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not afraid. Listen, I am not afraid to
amateur
tell it
score.
Like it is.
A whole number. Amateur score 9. This is our first
this
video.
Is stars.
I'm just saying, stars, score. It's the same. First video in the session. First video in the session. He's already doling out 9.
Out 9.
Just throwing them out there. No big deal. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. A very good beer. Definitely something I could drink multiple of in a day. Just one of those beers that just feels good, is relaxing, not too heavy, enjoyable, right? Simple as that. You can't go wrong with this beer. I'm going to give it a solid 8.2. Okay, none of this 9. 8.2, that's a high number. So, and part of that 8.2 is the can, because, of course, it's nice to have a well thought out,
and it makes it taste better.
It does, because you're enjoying it. You're going to spend some time reading the can. Very much like a can of Lysol back in the day when you were on the toilet, right? nothing else to read. You didn't have your phone. What'd you pull out? The can of Lysol. Read the back of the label. Same thing when you're on the deck. Read. You don't want to be scrolling through the phone while you're enjoying a nice beer. All right, next up on
something
deck.
to look at while you're drinking on the toilet. And next, we're gonna talk about the Viking Roller Boogie. I'm not quite as into this, but it's probably the thing is I'm probably not so much into the double dry hopped IPAs. I know I brought 2 of them. Who would have thunk it? But I'm gonna give this one more of a. I'm gonna double down on my whole number scores because he says it's an amateur score and I'm an amateur. I'm gonna give it a 7. Very enjoyable. Not blowing me away like the superhero sidekicks.
Yeah, this one was good. This is one you can drink one of and be done. Like if you were gonna have one drink with dinner, yeah, this would be it. 6-8, just because I think they can do better because I know they can do better. So 6-8.
Now, where are we on a fruited sour?
That's a tough one because it's like night and day. So I don't know if we'll put it in the fruit category.
Yeah. It's in its own category.
Yeah.
Not to be compared to the double dry hopped IPAs.
Yeah, it's definitely in its own category. I'll go first because you're usually going first. I'm going to give this a 7.5. And the reason is it's good. You're going to enjoy it, but you got to be ready for a fruited sour. And you got to be really ready because it's going to hit those lips. Definitely something you want ice cold, but definitely something you're going to enjoy. Look at that. And the can, can I say the can is just amazing?
You know it's good because the mass hole accent is coming out more and more. I'm going to give it a 7. Solid, and delicious, and dangerous. 7.
All right, here we go. Lieutenant America IPA. You give them the score. I'm going to finish the drink.
I'm not as crazy about this, but it's one of those things where it's like it's just by comparison. So really great, but stacked up next to my solid 9.0 superhero sidekicks. Got to give it an appropriately lower score. Gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to argue with that whole score. That's right where it should be, is a 7. And the reason is, it was good. No one's going to be drinking this beer and being like, man, I got ripped off on this beer. But you're probably going to just stop at 1. You're probably going to enjoy it and just move on. You're not going to be telling your friends about it, as opposed to our top of the line, our 9.0. This, again, Superhero Sidekicks IPA from KCBC wins the day out of this 4. But hopefully you are all going to be seeing a lot more of these reviews, assuming I make it home in one piece. Thankfully, I have a designated driver. My son. So, let us know which beers, which brews, which breweries we should be reviewing in future videos. Drop it in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more of them, share this video with your friends. Give this video a like, and that's going to allow us to know, hey, you like seeing me get drunk, and you like me bringing in special guests because I'm just a horrible host. If you came this far in the video, as usual, thanks for watching. Don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you be a great parent to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I provide ideas and insights to help you save time, money, and your sanity. 3 things that are in short supply for every parent out there.